Oh, I could ditch the hat. Maybe that's why I'm a bit warm. Oh, I guess shattering the illusion here. I'm not actually wearing a pointy red hat. Okay. I'm sort of back, I guess. I don't know. I don't feel back. Recovering from a vacation. Then I'm like... just have a bit of a cough going again. I'm like... Am I getting... Because I was a little bit sick on the vacation. And I'm like, am I getting sick again? Is it coming back? Or like what? But... Oh, I forgot. I could show off the vacation. And I could also work on this, because I want to work on this. Yeah, okay, I'm thinking... Maybe we try messing around with a top-down camera like this. Yeah, okay, this is a little off from the mouse. So let's fix that, and then I could try... I need to fix the bug where the buttons don't actually disappear fully. So that'll give me a better test of how the game is actually working. Well, that's also because I ended the day with a little bit of a headache. And I'm like, oh, my back hurts and stuff too. And it's like, yeah, okay, driving the flippin' car to the office for forever away. Definitely not doing anything good. Oh, and there's an update for you for Visual Studio. Yeah, okay, no, everything's updating. It's one of those days. You try as hard as you can to do the things, and it's just not gonna flippin' happen. Dang nabbit, I was sitting all day. I was sitting in the car. And now I'm like, maybe I'll stand a little bit. And then my knees and my feet are like, no, you don't want to do that. I regret everything. Oh, there we go. I should have gotten my kidney stone looked at months ago. I'm a fucking idiot. Who am I again? I don't know anymore. I just gotta survive the next couple months. And hopefully I can pressure doctors to see me and get problems solved. As I work on a game in a program and run into problems that don't get solved. No, you just gotta push that boulder up the hill. That's what life is. I'm never gonna reach the summit. There will never be any success. You gotta push that boulder up the hill. There's nothing else to do. Hey, I actually noticed the ads this way. Yeah, okay, we'll see how long this takes, and we'll see if... Oh, okay, so after the ad break, then I can... You know what? We'll do a vacation recap. After the ad break here. Just chatting. Are we excited for Replicant? Is it... I heard it was November, right? For the release date? It's not like out and I missed it because I was on vacation. Did I? No, the email would have told me that Replicant was out. Oh, the 18th. Okay. Announced it. Okay. I am definitely excited to play the full release of Replicat. I gotta win. I gotta at least win. I was playing a butt ton of Balatro over the... maybe not a... well, no, I was playing a good amount of Balatro. It was like when I wasn't playing stuff on the Switch, I was playing Balatro. And it was like, oh, let's wait in a line. Oops, I'm on Balatro again. Oh, well then, we gotta do the... we gotta do some more shilling for Replicat. I guess there's not like a demo to go play or something, but... or maybe... no, there is a demo to play. Wait, when was the demo, or when was the announcement of the thing? 30th. Okay, so I was, in fact, on vacation. No, the 30th. I just come back from the vacation. Let's see, I want to pin. There we go. Okay, and then I guess I sit or something.
I'm stuck going crazy. My whole life has been changing around me, but that's not all I really care about. The biggest thing that I care about is you. Yeah. It's you. I never like the rainy days, but I'm not looking for the sunny rays. And yeah, I'm gonna make mistakes, but I know that I wanna change. Tell me when you're coming through. I'll always be good for you. No matter what you're going through. Life isn't just about all we can talk about. Sometimes the quiet can mean more than the noise. Ooh, when I hear your voice, hey, it's like a melody inside of me. I know I like this want to sing. I want that view if you're next to me. That I wanna leave, this is something new, but if it's with you, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. And these changes are feeling me more than I, cause you got me feeling like I could just fly. I can't replace you. I will always wait, but I hate to. Life isn't just about all we can talk about. Sometimes the quiet can mean more than the noise. Ooh, when I hear your voice, it's like a melody inside of me. I know life is more to see. Life isn't just about all we can talk about. Sometimes the quiet can mean more than the noise. Ooh, when I hear your voice, it's like a melody inside of me. I know life is more to see, and I won't leave you if you're next to me.
Alright, you go away. Wait, I'm excited about this dumb dad blasted mother flipping game, and I feel like the more excited I get about it, the more life says, nope, we're gonna just throw as many things in the way as possible. Those things you haven't dealt with, well, now they're gonna crop up. Here, have a headache. Oh, you drove a bunch? Well, that's gonna fuck up your back. Here you go. Let's drink some water. There was a hydrate that I totally missed. Okay. So now I created a new bug because I wanted to try a different camera angle. Because I've had the complaint that the pipe is in the way. I like the pipe though, and I don't know. This is what we're doing. This. Okay, let's restart Unity. I get back from vacation. I'm like, okay, it's routine time. Let's get back into the routine. And that's nope. Here, now Unity crashed. Don't forget to update your computer. Your computer needs to update. Yep, there's a computer. Funny that you moved to Germany, but the game doesn't have a German translation. Well, I guess you're gonna have to get onto that. Do you know a lot of German? Having moved to Germany? Oh, that's what I was doing, a recap of vacation. That's what I put that I was doing, and then I didn't do that. See, now I feel like I got a runny nose and stuff too, then I'm like, okay, nope, it's... Maybe the cold has returned. Oh, is Twitch gonna be mad if I show David, the statue of David? Because that is most definitely a naked man. Okay, there we go. Don't speak German. Okay, so you moved to Germany without speaking German. That's... But like, speaking of the vacation, going to Italy, got away with... like, could kind of figure out what the words were, and then also everybody spoke English anyway, so... Need to start some German lessons. Cat equals cats. I don't know if I'm getting that right at all, but... Replicats. Well, but then the replication? Is that also the word in German? Oh, Katze. I am silly. I don't know how to pronunciate nothing. I done got educated at Papa Malik school. Well, okay, so... I don't know if there's a good way to, like, show off the... But yeah, these were the things I took a picture of. It's like, oh, look at these tiles. This tiling is super cool. And it's just like, oh, look, pixels. Ich sprechen Sie kein Deutsch? Nein sprechen Sie German? Well, okay, and I think, because I picked up no, or 9 as no in German, and I don't think that's correct. I think there's some subtleties there that I don't know. It's like closer to like not or something, right? Or 9. But naturally, I had to take the picture of the game infrastructure. So yeah, these Roman baths. Yeah, you get a sense of like how big the place was, but you don't really get a sense of like what the place looked like really. But this was kind of neat that they carved out little notches in the stone so that you could play a game of marbles and, you know, toss it into the little holes and stuff. Let's see. Second day, we saw. Was this St. Peter's Basilica? Everything is marbles and balls. You know it. Yeah, because this is marble and ball related. Oh, did I lose the game? Is that you're answering? I lost the game. I do. You do have me. The. Yeah, you didn't even say it. Yeah, no, the name. I see the name, and then it's oh, I lost the game time. Okay, yeah, but I'm pretty sure this was St. Peter's Basilica. This is the stuff I took a picture of that I thought was neat. You have no sense of it, but there was an entire, like, underground basement kind of area. But, like, so much of this, it was looking at, like, all these really grand, like, really detailed spaces. But then there was also some kind of basement that we didn't see at all, so. If I think about the game, am I losing it an infinite amount of times? I guess, yeah, you would be losing it up until you were no longer thinking about it.
Corridors and destinations, fixed plans from my hands couldn't fit the placement. Further deep inside a spiraling cave, no flash.
Yeah, see, that's the that's the picture I show off. Is look, I took a picture of the floor. I think some of these are just like there's just so much detail here, and it's also not as interesting to me. It's just like that's kind of the big focal point is these like giant statues and stuff, and yet there's too much detail to take in. So make textures for your balls out of the spherical stuff. Well, I was like, I don't know if there's a shader for doing some of this like tiling stuff. This kind of like not perfectly symmetrical tiles. Like, could you take a photo and then do a shader that turns it into some, not pixel art, but like a tiling like that? Yeah, lots of cool stuff. I don't know if there was anything that was like super inspiring for me game-wise, but yeah, I think these are kind of neat. Or it's like this looks like a Where's Waldo kind of thing. I'm like this looks like it could almost be a mobile game or something. Can you find the matching pieces of green? Can you find the this or that? And I guess there's these other screaming heads over here off to the corner, but yeah, I don't remember exactly what this one was. I want to say it was like the food hall or something. Like this was supposed to be like, yeah, like the refuse of people that were eating was supposed to be what that was there. Yeah, this is something I passed by really quickly, but I was like, oh wow, it's like day 2 and I'm already seeing a few different game related things. Which is kind of neat. That was kind of the focus. It was like, okay, what game related things? Yeah, it had lots of sandwiches. Plenty of sandwiches. I think this was a... I don't remember exactly what that was. If that was a mushroom sandwich or not. Yeah, this was the Vatican, of which they had a whole bunch of stuff that was gifted to them, which I didn't realize. I was not expecting the Vatican to be so worldly. I was expecting all of the, like, Christian art, but not other cultures' art, which is neat. Oh wait, I guess I should update the title. Yeah, there was a good amount of these where I was taking pictures out of obligation of like, we're in a museum, but there's all sorts of stuff to see here. Might as well take photos of it, even if I'm not super interested, or... Yeah, because plenty of stuff that I couldn't read because it was in Italian. They had plenty of stuff that was in English as well, too. Oh yeah, this was one that, like... My parents really liked this one, because they had, like, all sorts of animals in here. My dad's like, oh, do you even see the elephant? There's an elephant in there, too. Yeah, this was just kind of walking from one hallway into another, and you get hit with this, and it's like, wow, that's an impressive, neat Yeah, because like it is mostly like Jesus imagery and stuff. Oh yeah, they had a few different of these like receiving the stigmata things, which I hadn't. Oh, I guess I didn't mention where I went. This was I did a couple days in Rome, did a couple days in Florence, and then did a couple days in Venice, and then came back. So that's what these are. This is a Rome. This was the Vatican. Was this day? Oh, was this the? No, it was one of these. Oh, this was the one. This was a god that was part Egyptian, part Roman, which was kind of interesting to think of, like the cultures mashing together and also making like a Seraphis. That's what it was. A composite of several Egyptian and Hellenistic deities. I think I'm doing too much at once right now. Making the maze game is taking longer than expected, so I started working on an Unreal course again, and meanwhile now participating in a programming competition and an escape room competition from Escape It Simulate 2. Yeah, that sounds like a couple too many things. That sounds like you should either drop the programming course for now to focus on the competitions, or drop the competitions to not have too many competitions on your plate if you have multiple competitions between a programming competition and an escape room competition. But I guess you could finish the like competitions and then go back to the other stuff. At least the way I read the message is that it would be going from bottom to top in terms of importance, just because of the way things would be ending. Would be do the escape room competition, then do the programming competition, and then they'd probably do the maze game and then do the Unreal course. Well, I guess I don't know how long you have left on the Unreal course, because I guess if it's not that long to do, it might not be a bad idea. Yeah, there was so many rooms here. Oh, I thought this was cool. It's all these like floor tilings. That's what I thought was cool. I thought these were neat. But yeah, this was walking a long hallway to get to the I guess this all was St. Peter's Basilica, but it's the big room that has the whatchamacallit. What's the one of the like God? He's touching God. Yeah, they didn't let you do, well, plenty of people who were taking, well, maybe not plenty. There was definitely people trying to take photos while in St. Peter's Basilica and getting yelled at by the guards of no photos. But, but what's the one where it's like God, it's like the outstretched hand. They both have outstretched hands that are about to touch. That's what St. Peter's Basilica was. Or at least, because that's a whole room full of all sorts of stuff in there. That's just absolutely covered in art. So it's much like the rest of this. And there's just one small piece of it that is the, I can't think of the name of it. This one. Yeah, this is just one small part of that room. There's a name for this, and I don't remember what the name is. But yeah, in the grand scheme of that room, this really didn't take up that much space. There was just so much other stuff in that room. What was neat was that they had like painted curtains and stuff. Where it was like they painted... Not that there were curtains that were painted, but that the wall just had stuff that was painted to look like it had a bunch of detail to it. Programming competitions have been running for a long time, so I don't have to actively work on that. Currently, it's on round 0, which is optional, and round 1 starts next year, if I remember correctly. How was the vacation? Did you manage to relax a bit, or were you constantly traveling? We relaxed some. Like, it was a lot of walking around, which, you know, it feels good. I sit too much, so walking around feels good. But yeah, also did manage to relax a bit. There was plenty of good food and stuff too. Well, it's gonna be so many photos of other random things, but oh, and I guess that's me eating the leftovers of that sandwich that I had. So, but that was also delicious. Even the leftovers of the sandwich were delicious. Yeah, they did have a small section of modern art. I thought these cubes were cool. Yeah, naturally, that's just cubes and balls, and somehow hit 30, and I'm like, it's gotten so simple. My tastes and things have gotten so simple. Yeah, it did manage to find a backgammon board. Yeah, there's so much art that's devoted to, like, Christ and Christianity and, like, Roman art and stuff, and it was like, I'm assuming games were fairly prevalent, but really not a whole lot of art of games or related to games. I was kind of, like, trying to find it. I don't know how prevalent this, like, pixel art tiling stuff is in Italy, but I did find a couple spots of this. So, I don't... be kind of curious. Yeah, this is where we saw the Colosseum. This one wasn't, like, hugely interesting. Or at least I had more fun looking at, like, dioramas of, like, oh, this is what it used to be. Like, this was, they wanted to put, like, a church in the middle of the Colosseum there for a bit. But, because, yeah, this, couldn't really get down. There was kind of a couple different tiers of, like, things you could see. I think we were able to get to here, we were able to get to here, but there was a couple of these other smaller spots that are, like, if you pay the extra money, then, did you miss the talk yet? No, I'm kind of just yapping over the photos of vacation. I don't know if anybody wants to see, like, the selfies of me. Yeah, okay, this is one of those, like, I took a lot of photos, but there really wasn't... That's the problem with some of these, is, like, it's because it's ruins. There's just... You could see the idea of something. It's like it's the foundation of something, but it's not the actual thing, so... The gnomies. Although, speaking of gnomes, I did bring a little, my mom got me a little gnome to take pictures of, and I have a few vacations that I brought it on. I actually just had to fix it, because the hand fell off. And luckily, I still had the hand. I don't know how I didn't lose it, but I had to super glue the hand back on. See, and this was around the... This was, like, just up the hill from the Colosseum. This was, like, the Roman Forum? Hey, I actually remembered what it was. Yeah, this was the Roman Forum that, for all the rich people. This is where the rich Romans would hang out. I think this is where they said it was, like, for running horses around. I don't know if it was, like... I think it was mostly like a training area for horses, is what it said. Oh, we saw some parrots. There's a few places that had parrots just flying around. Lots of olive trees and stuff. Lots of olives. Yeah, there we go. I don't know that I took any... Yeah, there's not too many great, like, gnome pictures, because it either tended to focus on the gnome and you get a really blurry background, or you get the blurry gnome with the background there. But I tried it a little bit. So we'll have to see if I do have a good, like, gnome in Rome photo. This is one of the many. I had, like, this was just like some kind of pizza ball thing. It was actually really good. It was fairly small, but for some reason I was not eating a lot at the beginning of the trip there. It was like also not super hungry. Actually, no, yeah, at least at the time, this was pretty late in the day. We were all kind of starving, and somehow just sitting down and eating a little bit of a pizza thing was enough to revive me. Which was good, because then we did the long walk, like, we decided to walk back instead of taking the, like a taxi. Or not taxi, but metro, there we go. But yeah, we decided to walk back along the river instead of taking the metro, and that was a long walk. That was a bit much. Fave mod has just entered the stream. I think you're one of the few mods. I don't know if I had to have modded some other people, I think. Right? I don't know. But hello. You missed a little bit. You missed St. Peter's Basilica, Roman Colosseum, and some amount of the Roman baths there. So no, it was a good trip. It was a good trip. Got a lot of walking in, which was nice. Saw a lot of cool art and stuff. Got a little bit of the churches. Got a little bit sick of all of the churches by the end of it, but it was a good trip. I don't remember what this is called. They had this like a bun stuffed with wasn't like some kind of icing or something. This was tastier than it looks. At least for me as an American, I think of like some dry bread and then like cake icing, and that's not what this was. These were different flavors in there. So yes, I was in Rome. I did a couple days in Rome, I did a couple days in Florence, and I did a couple days in Venice. And that's just kind of what I'm slowly recapping here. I really should know the names of these a little better, but like, this was a, I guess, bone church or bone cathedral. But this was like 3,000 monk bones, I think, that somebody turned into an entire church full of bones. Yeah, I think it had a lot of these, like these figures were labeled. Yeah, lots of interesting patterns that they made with all sorts of different sets of bones. I'm assuming the geolocation tagging stuff probably does say what that was. Yeah, this was the Trevi Fountain, I think. I actually did remember it, so. It was also in Italy like 2 years ago. Yeah, no, it like, well, we really only saw the cities. Didn't get to see the countryside too much because we just had little pockets riding the train to and from to see a little bit of the countryside. That was about it. But yeah, this was pretty much focused on cities, so didn't see much countryside. This was a good sandwich that I had. Yeah, because this actually had like some other flavors in the bread there too that I didn't notice when I bought it, and I was like, oh hey, look. Yeah, it's one of those ones that like you can't see it in the picture either, but it was fairly creamy. It was like some kind of like, or like butter. There was a butter flavor in there too. Was like in a tourist city. I think all of them were tourist city. I don't know about Florence as much, but yeah, Rome and Venice definitely felt like tourist cities. I would assume Florence has some amount of tourist city stuff too. Obviously had to take a picture of any gnome that I saw. Didn't see too many. Which, you know, makes sense. This is not as much of an Italian thing. This was the Roman Pantheon, I think. keep wanting to mix it up with like Parthenon. But I think it's Pantheon. And then we wandered over to... This was the... Apparently this was the spot where Caesar got stabbed by Brutus, I think is what they said. But mostly it was known for being a cat sanctuary. So this was like back in here. There's a spot for like older, sick cats to live. Did I get any photos of like a bunch of cats? No, I just got a couple of cat photos. But yeah, the way you have to like duck to get in there, I was like, oh, this very much seems like the cats just decided to live here. They decided to make a sanctuary there, so. See, we're in historical places now. You should know everything about history. Is that Julius? Well, one of the cats. One of the cats was Julius Caesar. None of them were getting stabbed, though. Well, see it, but that's... Maybe I know everything about history, but I gotta remember it, too. And no, there was a good chunk of stuff that was like, this is in Italian, and can't really read all of it. There was a good amount of stuff that was in English, or they had like Italian and English. That's like kind of the two things. But there was a lot of the like, here's proper names and places, and then just list that off with a bunch of dates on like a lot of these, like reading some of these things is basically what it boiled down to. And when you're like, you know, 6 names in, it just is not gonna stick. Let's see, this was... I don't think I got pistachio. But this was like some raisin kind of flavor. This was really good. Whatever this raisin flavored gelato was, I really liked. I don't remember what the second flavor was. Yeah, seeing this place was a little... This was neat to me, just because I recognized this from Mission Impossible 7. It was like, oh yeah, I recognize this. This is where they drove a car down the street. Oh, hey, Seribot's back. I meant to check on Seribot and make sure that it is working. I totally forgot, but I'm glad that Seribot is back, because it didn't seem to be working on that other stream I did. Yeah, my aunt did a fair amount of cooking. Like, we cooked up a fair amount of stuff for being in Rome. Did not eat out a ton. Especially because all of us like to eat earlier. And they're like, yeah, well, restaurants don't open up until like 8 o'clock. And I'm like, I think most of us eat around 4 or 5. So... Oh yeah, there's my, like, I was playing Balatro. Anytime we were, like, on trains and stuff. Yeah, okay, so then that's the transition from Rome to Florence. Took the train over to Florence, and this was the... shoot. Duomo? There's a U in there. That's another basement photo. There's another one where I'm like, oh look, a basement. And then people just tossed a bunch of money down there. I don't like, that's just such a weird thing to me. I'm like, because of course they want you to litter with little bits of metal. It's like, oh, it's coins. Yeah, but yeah, because they were doing it in the fountains too. Like, let's go toss some coins into the fountains. They had the love lock thing there. There was a few places that had love locks. And I'm like, all of that stuff is just like, or it's like carving into trees and stuff. It's like, you're just kind of ruining the moment here with a marker of I was here. Never been a fan of that. And I feel like one of the first times I heard about the love locks, they also were like, oh, this... People put so many love locks on this bridge that they, like, caused a part of it to collapse. Which really just... did not enamor me to it. Oh yeah, this one had a fair amount of construction going on. There wasn't as much to see. Yeah, this was the bell tower. Going up this bell tower was really cool. There. Yes, we walked all the way up this bell tower. There's a few just different stops, different spots to pull out and look at stuff. I did pick up a cold when I was on vacation. I thought I was over it though. That's what concerns me. Is that I'm like, it's been like a week or two. I should be done with this cold. And I didn't feel it until like yesterday. Or like today. Oh, and then ads are gonna happen here. And I can go lie down and cough. Instead of sitting and coughing. I just stood for like a couple minutes and I'm like, why do my knees and feet feel so bad? I don't... Well, I will stand up for a second once the ads run. I want to crank up the desk, but it's like I'm pretty sure it is just like some sciatica from having the kidney stone for so long. I thought it said it was playing ads. Is it not doing ads? And then just being an absolute idiot and not taking care of my health. There's the ads. Wow, that took a while to start. Jeez.
I've never been the type to stay. I've been told love's a losing game, but you make it seem so easy. I know you make me wanna change, but better or worse, I can't stay the same. Yeah, you make it seem so easy. You do. I was so lost, but now that I'm found, would you stick around? Me? Time takes this healing. Could you be the one? Could you really love me? There's some fear up ahead.
corridors and destinations. Fixed plans from my hands couldn't fit the placement. Fell in deep inside a spiraling cave, no flash. Mine was in a place of a grave to hold past, but I came from the quicksand. Did the impossible, grabbing onto new plans. I'm lovable, it's plausible to be who I am. No silver or gold. I have a hand to hold, even if it looks like my own. Cause I'm doing things right for the first time. I see the colors in the trees moving different. I plant the visions from my dreams into real life memories. Sprouting high to a place I ain't never been. To the road where it's all the way home. No need no voices over code, cause I'm keeping this pose. I gotta breathe my surroundings and follow my nose. I put the paint on the wall, showing all that I know I won't stop.
Some fear up ahead, it's making me scared, but you seem to blow it all away. Don't know if I've changed, but could we stay the same? I'm liking it this way, 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 way. Could you be the one, be the one? Could you be the one, be the one? Could you be the one, be the one? Could you?
Okie dokie. I'm gonna take. Well, see, it's not a cough drop though. It's like all I have is these like sore throat culties things that are like. Hopefully it'll help, but I gotta get some actual like cough drops.
If you get this, just please stop messaging me.
This was inside the church, yeah. Yeah, they had a lot of these like 24-hour clocks, which I thought was kind of cool. Instead of doing the 12-hour clocks, they had a few different 24-hour clocks. Yeah, and this is I felt like more interesting part of the church was the layers of history that got buried when they made the church. We're like, oh. Yeah, so they had like a basement area of this church, which you could walk around and see, oh, here's all the Roman stuff that they covered up and built a church on top of. Yeah, okay, here was the exact, like, here's the layers of history related to the church. Oh yeah, this was the food market in Florence. I probably should have picked up what the name of this market was, but yeah, because this was just a space this was just a restaurant that did specifically truffles, and I had some truffle pasta. This was really good. I don't know if I love truffle, but I like it for sure. That was some good stuff. Yeah, and then after lunch we did the other. They had a museum related to this church here. That was all of the stuff that they like, because they remade the church I think a couple times over. So, what's truffle? What does it taste like? Truffle is a fancy mushroom, fancy like fungus thing. They're like black balls, or at least the black summer truffle that I had here. But yeah, different flavors of balls of mushroom, and it's I've heard it described as like a rich, like earthy flavor, which I guess that's kind of what it is. Yeah, I don't know if I have like it's not one of those things that like tastes like chicken. It definitely does not taste like chicken. It's got a different flavor to it. Is it like the best flavor in the world? And like, I think it's good. I definitely think it's good, but I know it does get expensive. Truffle is one of those like fancy things that people love in some cases. But yeah, this here was a church that they took a bunch of stuff that was like the old like Roman like pagan church and then turned it into here's a museum of all the stuff that we rich people food. Yeah, kind of. Some of the truffle stuff is well, because like this was like I think 23 euros for a lunch. So yeah, it was on the expensive end, but I'm like, I haven't had truffle in a while, and I didn't remember if I had it, so Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 23. It was expensive. I wanted to try the truffle though. I hadn't had it in a while. Yeah, I don't know if it says the prices on some of these. I didn't get one of these things though, but nearly $3 Donna. Yeah, I don't know exactly know how to translate the prices there, but yeah, I think this was the one of the most expensive meals that I kind of splurged on. But like I said, I wanted to try truffle again and have some truffle stuff. Yeah, I don't have it super often because obviously it's expensive. But kebab is $1 in English, I think. Like the triangle thing with meat. Why? Okay, I like kebab is the like food on a stick thing, right? I understand that one, but oh, are you translating the? Okay, you're not talking money. You're talking if I spent €23, I could buy 3 kebabs. If I'm understanding that correctly. Is this the? Yeah, okay, there it is. I thought these were neat. These were depictions of like the first of something. Like I think the first laws or something, and this was like the first. Okay, maybe that's more like the first laws or the first preaching or. I mean, they had the first drunkenness here. Yeah, they had the first drunkenness, and I was a little bummed they didn't have like the first gambling or the first games. Yeah, because they had the first music, first instruments, I think first metalworking, and then this one not as related, but like Eve coming out of Adam's rib here. Yeah, they had a couple of depictions. Yeah, there was a lot of those same stories that they repeated a bunch in the artwork. So yeah, okay. Average price for a kebab is €8, and 23 is nearly 24. So yeah, okay. So you're saying you could get 3 whole kebabs for the price of that one truffle meal? Yeah, I found some of this modern art stuff kind of refreshing. There was just all this like Christian Roman stuff. That this was somebody's modern art of. They took like this gold thermal blanket, I think, and then were saying that they were kind of like a door. I think is what it was. Kebab is way bigger than that truffle, so don't get modern art. Well, and a lot of it, just even what they said in this one was, this is up to interpretation as to like what it means. So, I like modern art, and I think part of it is also just, especially here when it's contrasting all of this like hyper detailed religious art that like I kind of like the simpler shapes and forms sometimes. So. Oh yeah, this was kind of neat where they did the like, here's how they did the little mock-ups of what the front of the building was actually gonna look like. So they had like little wooden ones, and they had this was the supposed to be what it looks like on the inside, but yeah, they had the wooden mock-ups of like, okay, here's what the actual exterior of the building is. Yeah, they had a good amount of like I guess not art, but they had the like planning. They had a fair amount of artifacts of here's the plan for the front of the church. Yeah, okay, this I just took a picture of because I hadn't seen these little leather ball caddy things for like a golf ball or two. It was kind of silly to me, so. Looks like it was taken out a phone while someone was in a rush to create an interpretive. Well, because this, if you're talking this thing, this was blowing in the wind. This was a guy standing in like a very windy environment. Or I guess, I don't know if it was a guy or not, but this was a person standing in a very windy environment. And this was a video that was flipping through a bunch of different stuff there. But yes, if you're noticing the ice cream, I didn't actually end up eating this one because this was birthday cake flavored. I thought they had like a blueberry or like a berry flavored thing, and that's what I was aiming for, but this was birthday cake, and I ended up just kind of chucking it. I was like, I didn't mean to get birthday cake. That's not... looks moldy. Yeah, well, it's that like blue and white that like... It wasn't bad, but that buttercream like birthday cake flavor is not a thing. I definitely felt bad too, because I was like, I don't really want gelato, but everybody else is getting it. I guess I'll try something different, and then proceeded to have one that I didn't even like, so... Let's see, this was... Oh, this was one of the art museums. I don't remember exactly what this art museum was. Probably shouldn't know. Because this had the stuff like the Birth of Venus here. Which is one of those ones that was surprising to me, that it sure looked like the only thing protecting this was just a beep that says when you get too close to the piece of art. It was surprising to me. I thought these were kind of cool. This was the art that, like, they had their... what are those? Like this trifold pieces? Triptych. And I thought the cover on the triptych was more interesting than the actual triptych itself. Did I even take a picture of the inside of it? I don't know that I even took a picture of the inside. I think I meant to. Just because I took a picture of the outside, but... Looks like a decoration from Resident Evil. Looks really cool. I don't know Resident Evil all that much, but I think some of it's also the colors too, where it's like this kind of muted gray. It's a little more interesting to me than the... Yeah, some of these I'm like, because there was another one that I took a picture of, because it was like, oh, everybody's taking a picture of this. I guess I'll take a picture of it. And then when we were in the art gallery leaving, it was like, oh, this is on the back of that art book. Like, this must have been a important piece of art there. But I was just not familiar with it. Yeah, as you could tell by all of the people, it was crowded. Oh, this is the weekend. Yeah, I think it also rolled around to being the weekend by this point in the vacation, so it was like visiting an art gallery like this was busy. So have a lot of pictures. Yeah, this is what happens on vacation. You take a lot of pictures. I don't know. There might be some to get rid of, but I don't really curate my pictures all that much. I don't think they explained this one. This was another one of this modern art, like here's a video. But yeah, because this was actually like a looping video of somebody like underwater. Oh, I'm just now realizing I could have taken a video of the video. That would have made a little more sense, but... Didn't take that much from Italy. Most pictures were from a view from the hotel. Well, were you visiting like art museums and were you visiting places where you could take pictures and stuff? Because yeah, this was the one. This was one that I wasn't super familiar with. But yeah, it was always so crowded. It was like, I don't know that I want to push through all of these people to take a picture. I think this was one of my favorites. Was this just kind of mess of like angels falling from the sky? I think is what it was. They were like being cast out from heaven. But they also mentioned in the description here is that this was also somebody who, like, they didn't finish it either. This was just a bit too ambitious. So is that Medusa? Yeah, no, this is apparently a pretty famous piece of art too. Is this Medusa head as well? Which is why it was so busy. Yeah, the Birth of Venus is one I was familiar with, but this I still don't even know the name of that one. Yeah, okay. This is one of those ones, like, it's a better picture of the gnome, but not a better picture of the Florence. Like, maybe? I guess you can kind of see the bridge here. I think that was the jewelry market bridge. I think it has a more, like, at least this seemed to be a more famous spot of Florence here. Was this bridge?
Look, if you get this, just please stop messaging me. I'm trying to move on.
Was this? Okay, yeah, this might have been a picture just to show off all of the many jewelry shops. That's what this whole bridge was about. Was just all of the jewelry shops. Yeah, this is, I got a crepe at the yeah, again, I didn't make a note of what that market was, but I had a pistachio crepe that was really good too. And then I think this was the best meal that I had. Was the Rick Steves. We were just walking past a restaurant and it was like, oh, Rick Steves recommends this restaurant, and it was really good. But, like, for it being just simple, like penne and tomato, this was really good. And then everybody was all sad because the guy who was running the place was like, yeah, I'm retiring, this place is gonna be gone in a month. And then it was like, no, this was really good. Like it was funny because it was like the whole restaurant was like, no. Thought it was pizza with nuts. This was just like some bruschetta here, some bread with some tomato on it. But yeah, sometimes you don't need that much. Well, and you know, because I don't eat meat, I also don't. Because there was a couple of people nearby had just giant chunks of steak that they were eating. It's just like, that looks so heavy, and I don't even like. That's what turned me off of meat to begin with, was the fact that I don't like beef. So the idea of eating a massive chunk of steak is crazy. Yeah, and then this was the second art museum that had the statue of David there. Am I a picky eater, or do I always try different things? I always try different things. Like I said, that's what happened with that ice cream there. I'm like, let's try this flavor. Oh no, this was the one where I tried this like raisin, or I tried a flavor I had no clue what it was, and it was this really good raisin flavor. But then there was the other like birthday cake gelato, or it's like, let's try this random flavor. It was like, oh, whoops, nope, that's not what I want. I'm not a fan of birthday cake. It's like, these weren't harpsichords, were they? They had a little bit of history of like, this was the guy who invented the piano, like passed the harpsichord to the piano. Because I think it was the harpsichord was doing like a plucking motion, and then they invented the piano where it finally did the hammer to strike the strings instead. It's been quiet lately. Without you here, I've been missing you daily. Feeling like I'm a but yeah, the statue of David was pretty impressive. And as you can tell, also another very busy sight to see. But yeah, for how famous the Statue of David is, it was actually like, I'm pretty impressed. This was pretty crazy. Nah, I think the people give a better sense of scale, but this was like a massive statue. I somehow caught this one guy in the kind of side photo there. Gives a little better sense of scale, I suppose. Yeah, and this is just a bunch of plaster. They even had a whole video about how they did the plaster for all of these statues. Yeah, because it also said like, oh, here we put a bunch of holes on the thing to stabilize it, so that when we did the plaster molding on there. Yeah, it does kind of look like it took a picture of the guy. I'm like, I have no clue who this is. No clue. I do have a couple of like my family, like, cause that's my dad. It's in the photo there. Oh, I guess it's another one that looks like I took a photo of this person. Well, I was just trying to take a photo of the statue. Yeah, this was back at the market. Went to a market a third time. I got a, they had a vegan place, so I got a Pokeball. This was also really good. This was salty. That was a salty meal, which I get afraid of that now with the kidney problems. That I'm like, uh-oh, salt and sugar and anything fun. Like, nope. I gotta survive for like a couple months here still to make sure I can get this kidney stone blasted into pieces again. Because the first one didn't take. This what? I think this is some other gardens that I think was somewhat nearby. Was this the Bobley Gardens? I did remember it. So I can't figure out if it's sweet or salty. For what exactly? Well, yeah, I think this was the Bobley Gardens, and that was the for the vegan salty thing. Yeah, no, the bowl that was a salty dish. That was not sweet. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what these were. It was like tofu and maybe edamame. Or, I don't know exactly, but it was all like lots of beans and stuff. So I thought that was sprinkles. Okay. Yeah, no, I think these green beans kind of help to say that that's yeah, these are more like because these were not cheese, these were like tofu, I think. I don't know exactly what all was in it, but it was good. It was a good Pokeball. Yeah, this was another one of those instances of seeing a garden. It was just really nice after all of the museums full of religious art and stuff. Yeah, it's a cool mushroom. Obviously had to take the gnome with the mushroom photo. Oh yeah, this is the one where I'm like, this would go hard as a Mr. Beast like tweet here of last to leave gets to keep the stone. Because that's what this is too. This is a sculpture of a couple of kids playing the last to touch the stone is the winner. But yeah, I thought it was cool they had a statue of people like playing games in the garden here. Yeah, I think this was like the blind person needs to go hit the whatever this goal is, I think. And this was just somebody laughing at him. That's what that sculpture was. Oh, I guess I did take a picture of what that was. Yeah, and then it was Boboli. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I don't pronunciate good. I am. I'm feeling like my nose is stuffed up. Like I just got over a cold. How am I having another cold here? Oh, I didn't. Oh, this. This is what's in focus. I'm like, nothing else was in focus? Dang nabbit. Was this Stracciatella? I think this might have been the vanilla and chocolate one. Or is that a different one? I feel like it had to have been. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, I didn't end up getting my family got a couple of other wood things from this wood shop, but like yeah, getting a whole chess set was a little much. Yeah, and then this was the travel day to Venice, which is another long travel by train. By this train. Yeah, because I had the other train. I have another train photo that came out a little better. But yeah, Venice was cool. Yeah, see, and then that's the other. Yeah, Venice had a couple of these other, like, tile pixel art things that were on the corners of buildings, and I'm like, I don't know how. Why are there random Bellagio pictures in there? It's me, it's for my journaling purposes of like what games was I playing, what was I doing on the train ride. So this is you're getting a glimpse into the journaling process here of, you know, what was I doing at this time. Let's take a picture. This thing has been very handy for travel. This little battery powered Tetris, like, because then I could feel like, oh, let's play a game without there being a, let's use up my phone battery. I've gotten a lot of use out of this. Journaling every step. There is a bit of that. Yeah, because something like Witch Eye, I think I only played for a couple minutes before I was like, oh, this is why I stopped playing this one. That was, I think it plays a little better on the touchscreen too, and I was trying to play with a controller. Yeah, this was the other little bit of tile pixel art. Might have to Google what that was about. Oh, I guess, yeah, because some of this stuff is like, you don't get a sense of all of this. But there was a ton of, Free Gaza, Free Palestine. Definitely lots of left-leaning slogans of like, because I saw like a sex work is real work. I think like an all cops are bastards. I saw an all tourists are bastards too. Which I was like, that feels like a bit of a stretch, but if only Unreal Engine was as well documented as The Vacation. Well, I say that, but there's like, I didn't fully pick up the names of a lot of these places necessarily. I didn't pick up like what specific park this was that had this, not auction, but thrift market. Yeah, it was a thrift market. Or antiques. They were selling a lot of antiques, and there was also a guy selling his wood stuff there too, so. Started Skull the Hero Slayer for a few days again. For a few days ago again. It's realized why I quit playing it. Yeah, no, there was a couple of these that were like, I keep wanting to like Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I keep bouncing off of it. It's getting better the harder the game gets. Like, it's been a little too easy, but it's still not grabbing me. It does. It sounds like I'm still sick, and I feel like I just got over a cold. Dang Yeah, and this is my favorite board game. My favorite tabletop game is Turf War. I don't know if I don't have a picture of the gnome in here, do I? But yes, there's a garden gnome that is used to sell the game, and I'm like, that's entirely what I have. Or the reason that I bought the game was because of the gnome on there. But this is a fun, like, I guess it's sort of a deck building game, but also with like a tile placement stuff, so that's why I have the Switch 2? Yes, I got the Switch 2 a couple months ago, I want to say, something like that. Oh, I did get I got a couple new wallets actually while I was in Italy, because they had a lot of leather shops and stuff. Yeah, this is me re-downloading some of the games I had on there too. Yeah, this church actually, I thought this was a cool church, and I think it's also partially because it started with this. I think it was from like the '60s or something. But it had like some modern art version of some religious imagery, which I thought was cool. Like, this is cooler to me than the very detailed religious imagery of the other stuff. Looks exactly like the first Switch. They kept it like it's a sequel. They made sure that this is the Switch with the Switch branding, but it is it's bigger, and the controllers are like the coloring is inside of the controller as opposed to on the outside. But it is pretty similar to the first Switch. Yeah, because this church not only had like some modern art at the beginning, but then also had these really detailed carvings that I thought were cool. Yeah, because then it had like, you could tell that this was from a different era as opposed to everything else, so. No, I think the joysticks are still the same. It's still the same setup that they have. Haven't touched the Switch in a long time. I got one. That's part of the reason I got the Switch too, is because I had a lot of games on the Switch that I enjoyed. Like, it just continued to put stuff on the Switch that I'm like, oh, I haven't played a 2D Mario, but Super Mario Wonder looks pretty cool. I'm like, oh, a 3D Kirby. I guess I'll have to pick that up. Oh, a Princess Peach game. I'll pick that up too. But so far, I've been disappointed with the Switch 2. Mario Kart World is fine, and Donkey Kong Bonanza is fine. I didn't gravitate to either of them, and that's basically all that's on the Switch 2. So. Oh, the Switch is cooked. It's like really broken. Okay. Well, like, if you want a nicer version of the Switch, maybe get the Switch 2. But if you want like specific games on the Switch 2, there's not much. There's not much coming either. They didn't have like a huge holiday title. They're just like, here's some Fire Emblem, here's some Metroid. But like Metroid 4 was coming for a long time. And the Fire Emblem looks, I was like, if you like Fire Emblem, I haven't played any of them. Oh, ads. It is ads. Okay, maybe I'll do an ad break to just go cough, because apparently I'm sick again, dagnabbit.
It's been quiet lately. Without you here, I've been missing you daily. Feeling like I'm stuck going crazy. My whole life has been changing around me, but that's not all I really care about. The biggest thing that I care about is you. Yeah. It's you. I never like the rainy days, but I'm not looking for the sunny rays. And yeah, I'm gonna make mistakes, but I know that I wanna change. Tell me when you're coming through. I'll always be good for you, no matter what you it's with you, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. And these changes are feeling me more than I. Cause you got me feeling like I could just fly. I can't replace you. I will always wait, but I hate to. Life isn't just about all we can talk about. Sometimes the quiet can mean more than the noise. Ooh, when I hear your voice, it's like a melody inside of me. I know life is more to see. Life isn't just about all we can talk about. Sometimes the quiet can mean more than the noise. Ooh, when I hear your voice, it's like a melody inside of me. I know life is more to see, and I won't leave you if you're next to me. Yeah.
Okie dokie, where were we? Somewhere in Venice. Yeah, we hit up this focacceria a couple of times. Because this was the, instead of, you know, how it was 23 euro for the truffle pasta, this was 8. This was 8 euro, and I got 2 whole meals out of this. Like, not 2 small meals. I got 2 large meals out of this sandwich. I made a mistake because when we went there the second time, I got one that was like basically just cheese, and I was like, oh, whoops, I thought there was gonna be a little more in this, but so yeah, not everything is that expensive. So what's in that thing though? This had red. There was it was a veggie sandwich, obviously, but the I think because I don't remember exactly what the, I don't know, I didn't take a picture of the menu today. Well, you could look up this place, Antica Focacceria, and that'll tell you what you I got veggie 4, I think it was, on the menu. Yeah, I don't have everything documented. I didn't write down every single word of every single menu item and stuff, but yeah, this is the Rialto, I think, Rialto Bridge in Venice. Yeah, and this is my real Italian, made in China soccer ball. Oh, did I get I don't know if I got a picture of the made in China, but it was kind of funny that, like, I'm like, you know, let's get an Italian, because they had all sorts of leather shops, and I was like, I'm not super interested in getting a purse. I was trying to find a soccer ball, and they didn't sell soccer balls, so then I saw, like, a different little spot where they were selling soccer balls, and I'm like, we'll at least get some kind of souvenir from the trip. And then it was a, you know, real Chinese, like, oh, this is, okay, so this was the stracciatella. This is the vanilla chocolate mix. Okay, so I don't remember what that other gelato was. Yeah, this one. Oh, I do remember what this was. This was not gelato. This was ice cream. And this was, I want to say fennel? Wild fennel, yeah. Which is like a black licorice flavor. That's what that was. That was the black licorice flavor ice cream.
Honey, do you know? Honey, do you listen? Honey, do you say? Honey, how you?
Oh wait, now I'm skipping ahead. There we go. I was at the stracciatella here. Yeah, this is me taking pictures of graffiti for the like upteenth time that my mom and my aunt were looking at the leather shops and looking at purses, and it was just like, you guys keep going into every single shop and they have the same set of purses. And then later in the trip we went into another one that had a bunch of wallets that we hadn't seen, and it was like, okay, no, I guess they do have different stuff in these, but boy, do they all look about the same. Yeah, Venice was a little wet. in terms of weather and stuff. Because I think this is, yeah, we had some, was this the day that it rained, or was this the day that it, yeah, okay, no, this is the day that it was like full on raining. Yeah, these were just kind of wet days here. There was a nice dreadful building. Are you looking at the next day, or are you looking at you're looking at the 22nd there? Yeah, we didn't end up actually going inside of much of the stuff here. Like, because this was the morning, this morning, we spent like, I don't know, a couple, no, it was straight up a couple hours on the phone trying to buy tickets for stuff. And trying to update the tickets to say, oh, whoops, we actually wanted to buy some more stuff, and it just would not work. And there was no person to talk to either. It was like you had to do it on the phone. So it was basically like a couple hours wasted. This is me eating a sandwich. Yeah, so there we go. Here you can see a little more of the inside of that one sandwich that I had. With whatever the red stuff was. I don't remember the red stuff. That was kind of the point of the sandwich. But this, we were also eating next to a sign that said, watch for seagulls. It was just like, yeah, you might not want to eat around here. There's seagulls that will steal your food. I don't remember exactly. It's not it's not exactly what the sign said, but it was something along those lines. So there's that red chicory cream. I don't think that's. Not. I am curious since I did. I was like, can I look up the exact restaurant with the exact? Can I look at the exact sandwich? That looks fancy. This does not look like the. Nah. This is a fancy place. Was it not? This is really making it look like this is the place, but there's a sandwich shop, not a fancy. Yeah, this looks heckin' fancy. Yeah, no, this. Yeah, Florentina, Venice. Yeah, it had a whole bunch of 5-star reviews, which is why we ended up going there. Yeah, this is the one that I made a mistake on the second time. I did the veggie 2 with the stracciatella, but I haven't gotten to that point there. Yeah, at Venice or Florentina, and it shows up. Yeah, okay. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it was red chicory cream. Yeah, okay, so you looked it up and saw that it was red chicory cream. Okay, I see. Yeah, I never really did figure out exactly what rocket salad was. I'm like, it's just salad, I'm assuming, so. Well, and it's taken me a while to get up to this amount of journaling all of the stuff I do. I mean, I started doing the food photos just because of the fact that I wanted to have, like, with those days when I just go to work and I come back and there's, like, nothing happened that day. I at least have a photo of, like, I at least ate some food, so. Just kind of a leafy green. Yeah, okay, I assumed it wasn't anything super fancy, but I hadn't really heard the term rocket salad. That's a better gnome picture. Yeah, this hand fell off. I don't know what I did to cause this hand to fall off, but it popped off, and I've since super glued it. Garden rocket and arugula. Yeah, garden rocket I'm not familiar with either. But... Oh, I guess here's a kind of illustrative thing of, like, Venice is getting to the point of flooding. Yeah, the gondola ride, which I guess it's the next day, but they had mentioned that, like, I think in 2019 that it fully flooded. That's like the second highest flooding that they've ever had. right before they installed like some gates to push the water out that they did in like 2020.
Hey, look,
Yep, there's another one of those. Like here's the 24-hour clock. I think I did skip over one. They had the one that was the
I'm trying to move on.
whatchamacallit? Zodiac. There we go. The Zodiac clock there too. That's what I took pictures of. Games and clocks and I mean, I did take a lot of the obligatory. Yeah, but there's a lot of these where I was taking pictures of these, like, interstitial pieces of art. Yeah, they had a ton of medieval weapons. I only took photos of, like, some of it. I'm like, oh, these maces look kind of cool. Yeah, it's definitely like a big stick kind of guy. It would be my weapon. I don't know if that's a good idea for me being like a small person. For just like, here's a club. As opposed to something that could like stab somebody from a distance, but... Yeah, I definitely do that with games too. Play like the melee characters. Yeah, this thing was crazy. This is like a jousting armor thing. Could not figure out how this worked at all. With like the, because it was all like latched and stuff. But I'm like, this looks like where you would put your face. But like, how do you don't see anything? You just kind of. Yeah, okay, the glare kind of ruins that one. But like, you just completely locked down, and it's like, how are you gonna joust anybody? You're just an entire large chunk of metal at that point. Gotta go to sleep since it's nearly 2 a.m. It's what, 20 minutes till 2 a.m. or something? Well, I don't know. I actually don't know where you are. I just assume everybody is at the hope you have fun looking through the thousands of photos. I actually am having fun going through the photos, but goodbye, good night. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking out some of the photos. It's taken me a lot longer to go over these photos than I would have thought, but I guess I am compressing like 2-3 weeks of time in yeah, 19 minutes. So you're lined up with the rest of the Europe kind of crew. I was thinking somewhere else, but no, I guess everybody, it's just my East Coast time on the US here. Is everybody in Germany? Is that what it is now at this point, actually? Yeah, everyone is now over here. If I ever wanted to do a meetup of like, oh, let's meet all my fans, just to go to Germany. I would not have expected that, like, that's the audience that I would have cultivated, but I guess I am a garden gnome, and I feel like that is German in that. Is this the... I was like, did I take a good photo of like, okay, yeah, so there's a photo that takes a little more like how big this place was. There's a lot, like, it's huge and detailed, and it's always overwhelming. They always have an overwhelming amount of stuff. Like, all this detail, all of this art tucked into every single crack and stuff. It's gotta take so long to make this stuff. Yeah, this was the mocking of Christ, I think it was. Which was a little different than the rest of the pieces of art. And I was like, that face is just too good. Yeah, this seems like a random photo, but this was me making a note of the, like, how did they lattice this? Because it's like, okay, well, this you know, like this inserts into these, but then this inserts into these, and this inserts into that, and this inserts into that, and it's like, but it's gridlocked. How do you get all these to go together if they're gridlocked? Oh, this was the Doja's palace, I believe. Doja's apartment or something. So yeah, it was something. It was labeled something like that, like the Doja's apartment or Doja's palace, and then it was like, oh, this is a actually a center for law. So that's what this was, like a law office, which is kind of crazy for like this amount of art kind of looking stuff, and it's like for a bunch of guys to dress up and do legal stuff. But then, you know, obviously attached to a whole bunch of prisons as well. for sentencing, I'm assuming. So I have returned. I have. Kind of. Here I am coughing and choking and dying, and I'm like, I just got over a cold. Why does it feel like I have another one? Or maybe the other cold didn't leave, or maybe I'm just dying. Maybe I've completely screwed up my kidney with my kidney stone that I should have gotten fixed months ago. And now I'm dying. That's what it keeps going through my head. Like every time I have some kind of pain, I'm like, oh, my kidney stone is killing me. I regret everything. I should have got this fixed months ago. Oh yeah, this was the gondola ride. It's just like a fairly quick, I think it was only like a 20-minute gondola ride, but... And it was pretty good though, because we also got a good view of like the Rialto Bridge and stuff. And then I think I had some... I think this was just some cheese. Tortellini, I think. And this was my parents were kind enough to get me some tiramisu. I kind of wanted to get it at the restaurant, but there was a couple that came up like pretty close to us and just started smoking, and it was like yeah, my parents do not want to deal with that kind of thing at all, so we took off before I could get some dessert, and so they got me a little bit of tiramisu. Oh, that was the picture I took after the... Okay, so I guess it was this Doja's palace here. But they had a couple of ancient games. So they had a medieval game that kind of sucked. It was literally... Because the game was literally just roll some dice and guess what number's going to come up. And that's what the whole game was you just kind of bet as to, like, I think it was roll 3 dice or something, which also made it difficult. Or no, maybe it was 2. I think it might have just been roll 2 dice. Roll 2 d6s, and then guess what number's gonna come up. And that was the whole game. But the other one was more fun. This one, the game of the boat. This, it's still not making decisions, but this was you roll the dice, and then whatever number comes up, you either put something on the board, or you take it off. So if you roll well, then you get to take other people's stuff off the board, but if you don't, you keep putting your stuff onto the board until you lose. But again, both not like decision-heavy games, but at least this I found more interesting than the other one. Yeah, see, this is why I took some screenshots of Balatro, is that, like, I finally won again. I unlocked a deck, and I got the speedrunner achievement. And this was, I think, our last day in Venice. Yeah. This was the last day, and this is our last full day of vacation in Venice. Yeah, and it started off pretty wet and pretty rainy. And then while we were hanging out in this bell tower, it started to clear up a little more, so we hung out there for quite a bit, and I was fairly bored, because I'm like, these photos aren't really coming out. I'm like, there's not much to see, it's just like, here's the city. Like, for me, it was harder to pick out, like, here's a specific thing to see in the city. They did have the map of, like, oh, here's this... here's specific things to look at, but not hugely interesting. Oh, I did catch, they did, oh my goodness. Why are we all the way back in 2023? There we go. Let's go back to what we were doing. There we go. I just wanted to click on this video. Where they actually, like, we hung out there long enough that we got to hear the bells. Yeah, it's funny, you see the clapper in here, but then because of the modern, like, trying to keep the bell in a good state, it does it on the side of the bell there, so. What's so low? Oh, this was when we did the gondola trip. We passed by this marble church here. I decided to stop by. I was getting a little sick of churches though, so I didn't take any photos of that inside of that one. Yeah, I think we were mostly just wandering around on this kind of last day, just because it was so rainy. There wasn't much to see, and then it was like buying tickets for the other stuff was not working out either, so. Oh, the city is so dense, it's low to the ground, so. Also, hello, welcome. You've missed almost the entire recap of my vacation, but that's okay. And I was not expecting to have an entire stream of recapping the vacation, but it's been kind of fun though. Yeah, okay, this is where we played the game of the boat again. Definitely the more fun of the two. I'm glad I got both though. I was kind of debating, I'm like, oh, do I get one? Or I was like, no, you know what? I'm not going to get an opportunity to get these like old historical games. There's like, what, 18 euro? I guess 36 euro for both. It's like, not cheap, but again, also like, I like having these historical games and stuff. This was really good. This was a Sicilian cannoli. Yeah, we got one cannoli that was like a pistachio one that was just kind of... yeah, everything is like 3 stories max. I think part of that is... what that might... because I know like the gondola guy was saying there's a lot of history to the outsides of the buildings and stuff, which is why a lot of them are not super updated and super modern. So, like the insides have been like redone, but just because of the history and the look of the city, there's a lot of like exterior stuff that is not as updated and modern and stuff. But yeah, I got a little gun shy of the cannolis because I had a pistachio one that was just icing in the middle, and it was like, this is not what I wanted. This is not what I expected out of a cannoli. But when I got an official, like, here's a Sicilian cannoli, it was like, okay, here's the actual, like, cream filling and stuff. But yeah, this was interesting because this had orange. It's just like an orange piece, and they had a couple orange pieces on the inside, too. So I think that's what makes it a Sicilian cannoli. But yeah, there's some good stuff. I like cannolis a lot. That's a better photo. I don't think we, yeah, we didn't end up... we went to some kind of train station. Or maybe that wasn't the train station. That doesn't seem super familiar to me. Yeah, and then we broke up our travel on the way back, where we did a day in Rome on the way back, instead of trying to do everything at once. That's a good photo. You like the gnome photo here? Took me a while to get it. Like, it's always hard because of like, do I focus on the gnome or the stuff in the background? And it's like, no, you gotta focus on the gnome. It zooms in too much to do like the background stuff, but. Yeah, I got a pistachio muffin. I splurged on that last day. It was like, not a great thing for breakfast. Probably a little heavy, a little much on the sugar. But it was good though. Yeah, I got back into Dark Souls. Like seeing all the churches and stuff, it felt very Dark Souls to me. So I ended up playing a good amount of Dark Souls on the way back. Oh, the hand fell off at this point. I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice the hand was gone. Okay, I was kind of wondering when the hand fell off.
Look, if you get this, just
Okay, so I guess in between this photo
stop messaging me.
and
I'm trying to
this
move on.
photo, the hand fell off. Well, I didn't even notice that the hand was gone. Or at least, you know, in the bag still. Because I actually managed to glue the hand back on. I do like this photo as well. The gnome photo. But yeah, this was that last day where we got the an official like Italian pizza, because I realized I'd had a few pizza related things like a calzone and stuff, but not an official pizza. And then I had way too much pizza. I think I had 4 slices of pizza, and then we got a dessert pizza, and I had multiple slices of dessert pizza, so I had way too much pizza on that last day. It was good though. That was a good pizza. And this was not like, I don't think you could really tell in the photos here, but this was not like a super fancy authentic Italian pizza. 8 slices? No. I had 4 slices of this, which is like, jeez, a third of the pizza? Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I had 4 slices of this, and then I had 2 slices of this. So 6 slices of pizza. Not a whole 8 slices, but still, for me in my small size, that's that's a lot. So. Yeah, and this was just the last day on the way back. Yeah, I got the what is it? It's, I guess I could plug the merch shop if I remember what it is. Fourth Wall? Is that what it is? Yeah, there we go. But yeah, Fourth Wall gave me a sample of the merch. So I had a shirt. And I was like, you know, we're gonna wear this shirt. Sure, why not? I partially wore it because of the bright orange. I was like, that might be a little more visible when I'm walking around the city and stuff. Yeah, there's a gnome shirt. Yeah. No, if you want a shirt of me. I wasn't super impressed with the stickers, but I was also trying to stick it somewhere. Want a shirt trade? Well, this is I only have the one shirt. I didn't get multiple. I want this. I want to keep this shirt because that'll help me market myself and stuff. But I guess if I got a second one, then I could trade. I should probably, because I have all that gnome artwork. I did all this like Halloween gnomes and everything. I could probably turn those into like a sticker or something. And I haven't. That's a later thing, but yeah, there is like, and is that actually, wait, this should be linked on the stream if it's not. I mean, I think it's attached to the got a big box of Fun-Base Alpha shirts. I lost a follower, right? I was at like 358. I've lost a couple followers. I stopped streaming for a month and I was kind of wondering if that would happen, if I would lose followers if I stopped streaming for a month. Okay, I think that I probably should break out the merch shop as its own separate thing. Yeah. I should break that out as its own separate thing there, so. We'll probably ban the bot accounts. That could be too. Because, well, because I did have a bot raid at one point where I just got a whole bunch of bots, and then I said, okay, no, clear out the last, like, however many followers. Which is a bit of a bummer, because I'm like, it says I've hit 400 followers, but I'm like, you know, or like 500 followers or something. It was like a massive amount of bots that I cleared out, and it was like, oh, well, there goes all my Twitch goals. 6? What are 6 people doing watching me go for vacation photos? Yeah, and then I watched a bunch of movies on the way back. La La Land is really good. Oh, I guess I didn't mention all the movies that I saw on the beginning of the trip. That's May. Let's not go that far back. For October. I was gonna say I took photos of the. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, watch Saving Private Ryan. This was a good movie. This is one that I'd heard about, but this is an intense movie. Yeah, because it starts with just like a massive scene of death and destruction, and then just keeps going from there. And I watched In Bruges. Yeah, those were the cause I watched good movies for the most part. Yeah, Saving Private Ryan was good. In Bruges I liked a lot too. Saving Ryan's Privates. I need to do that. My privates do have problems that I do need to save here. I gotta get that kidney stone blasted. I just gaslit myself into ignoring it and being like, oh, I'm not in pain, it's not a problem. And that's like, nope, it's still there. It was still there the entire time. And I just was like, nah, they scanned me, it's all good. And it's like, no, they scanned me once with the x-ray. But yeah, it's that Ballerina from the World of John Wick, which was a John Wick movie. It's like, it's a fine spin-off. It's not bad. But it's a John Wick movie. It feels pretty missable in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, In Bruges I liked a lot. This was a fun movie. Yeah, I was gonna say, does this say action-packed comedy? There's a bit more action at the end, but this wasn't fully what I was expecting, and yet it ended up being kind of what I was expecting. I don't know. It's a Martin McDonagh movie. It's a good movie though. It was more, I guess it's I think of like dark comedy, and it was a bit more hopeful than I would have expected. I did pass my kidney stone. I passed one kidney stone. I haven't passed the other kidney stone. I have a second larger kidney stone that I have not passed. So if you're talking about passing a kidney stone, I have done that. But the problem is there's another one. And that one I have not passed. But yeah, La La Land was amazing. I had not seen La La Land before. But the tension between like love and relationship and also creativity and passion was fantastic. I mean, also Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling are attractive, so that helps. That was a good movie. I liked La La Land a lot. Oh, it's probably gotta be like voting related. That's what these spam calls are. Sort of Damocles hanging over your urethra. Well, that's the thing. I think because it's a centimeter kidney stone. It's a 10 millimeter kidney stone. I don't think it can pass. It's not like it's gonna be like, oh no, suddenly I'm gonna be passing. Like, because I've drunk enough water and I've spent long enough like waiting for it that like it's not gonna pass, and then like that's another reason why I gotta go to the doctor and get it blasted. So, isn't that huge? Yes, it's a huge kidney stone in the grand scheme of things. And I just ignored it, and I don't know how much I've screwed up my kidney doing that. That's what I'm afraid of. I don't know how much damage I've done to my body by ignoring it. And then every time I Google things, I'm like, oh, it's kidney disease, you're gonna die. Well, no, but like, I may or may not have done some I don't know about major. I've definitely done some damage to my body, but not dealing with it in a timely fashion. But that's also when I go call the doctor's office and say, hey, can you send me this order? And they're like, sure, and then they don't. And then I call them again and say, hey, can you send me the order? And then they're like, okay, now we'll do it. And then I go to the office to get the appointment done, and they look at my ID, and then they wouldn't write down everything incorrectly anyway. And it's like, God, it's so hard to care about my health when nobody else does. I don't want to mess with the system, but also, like, I've already screwed myself up enough. Like, I have to advocate for myself, and that just, it's not easy for me. Yeah, watch The Invisible Man from 2020. This was fun. This was a fun take on the character. Oh, I missed the duel there. Oh no, Funbase has declined the duel. It's just because it's the bot with my name that it's like, oh no, that's you guys wanted to fight. But yeah, that was a pretty fun one. This was okay. The Luckiest Man in America, about a guy who watched enough of a trivia show to realize, oh wait a second, there's only 5 patterns. Memorized it, then won like a bunch of money. Yeah, the Florida Project. This was a good movie. Not a good one to be watching us on a flight back into America, just because it's about like the poorest people in America. So, you know, watching a movie about people struggling to get by as I'm flying into America. Not the greatest decision. But yeah, that's my whole vacation, pretty much. That's all the food I ate. That's all the stuff I did. It was funny though. Like my dad's, he's like, it looks like nothing happens in the movie, and it's like editing wise, it's one of those movies that they don't really show you the consequences of people's actions much. They just jump to the next scene. So yeah, it definitely looks like it's a bunch of people not really doing much. But I think that was also kind of the point, is that like, you know, this is poor people who don't really like have anything to do. Like, yeah, and that was me playing Dark Souls. Yeah, I'm like, do I want to continue that run on Dark Souls? I don't know. I was trying to do a Dex Faith build. That was a little different than the Strength Int build that I did in a previous... Well, and I also wanted to go kill like all the NPCs, but fighting like the first guy and getting my ass handed to me, I'm like, maybe I'll come back and kill these people later. And then I just haven't tried to attack anybody since. I'm like, I gotta level up some more. Before I fight some people. Well, that's... I burned all my time. That's my vacation. That only took me 2 hours. So, do I want to do some game development, or do I want to do Borderlands 4? I want to do some Borderlands 4. I gotta finish it. That's really what it is. I'm just feeling that itch of like, now I gotta finish it. So, what's the consensus on this angle? Is this a good angle, or is the other angle better? Yeah, I've gotten myself frustratingly close to getting something playable here. And yet here I am not fully doing that. Wait, no, I could get a nice juicy score going here though, right? Oh, that's a whole bunch of 2s. Wow, that's so many 2s. Yeah, see, and then stuff that's already scored gets mixed into the thing and then not scoring correctly.
I'm trying to move on.
And then the mouse is off anyway. Okay, I'll work on stuff tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. I gotta go vote tomorrow too, because I didn't get a chance to with the vacation. And I'm like, guess I gotta go do that tomorrow. Well, so that's almost half of the people who have gotten through the game. Okay, I do. I just want to finish Borderlands, and then it'll be off my mind. That's really the thing. As much as I also want to work on the game. Like, how much am I going to get done in an hour? And it's like, you can get a lot done in an hour. But also, like, I just want to finish the Dumb Dad Blasted game. 42 hours. And that's basically just doing... Well, I guess I finished a lot in that one first area. Most of it has just been the main story. 42 hours for a main story, and I haven't even finished. It seems like a lot. I don't know how to make this interesting. Okay. Oh, I'm just gonna chill with some Borderlands. Everybody gets scattered now, it's fine. Yeah, okay. It's definitely feeling more like I'm sick. 'Cause that's one of those things of like looking up. Okay, now where the heck is the music? But yeah, every time I look up, like, is this kidney disease? It's like, yeah, all those symptoms that you're talking about could be kidney disease. Then I scare myself looking that up, but I'm also like, I don't know, you can live without a kidney, right? Not that I want to be doing that. Not that that's what I should be aiming for, but... Okay, so... I don't know, am I gonna be streaming tomorrow? Maybe? Because I'm also like, I need to get some cough drops. I need to go get an oil change. Yeah, that was the... on the way back. 68% of the way through the campaign? I thought I was closing in on, like, an end. This is only 68 of the way... 68% of the way through the campaign? There's that much more game to go? Oh, I guess Dominion might take a bit, but I don't know. It feels like we're just kind of like taking it to the big bad now at this point. Man, that is such fun, good game design. To just like, oh yeah, we have these little stacks of cash that we can throw around. Let's use that. Oh, check on Lilith. Man, a missed opportunity to not say talk to Lilith.
Still pretty fuzzy, but I know I owe all of you my life. It can't have been easy to find me.
Anything worth doing comes at a cost. In this case, that cost was many Ripper lives in a...
Okay, I gotta turn it up just a little bit on my end. Yeah, now it's starting to feel like my nose is stuffed up. It's starting to feel like I'm sick again. Damn it.
The Crimson Raiders have been scouring the galaxies for you, Lilith. It's been over 6 years. 6 years. You'll have to catch me up, but let's start with, where are we?
Kairos! A fun little prison planet ruled by the Timekeeper. The gold-faced prick hides away in a sealed tower, lording over his vault.
Sounds like a real asshole. Let's get a move.
Easy, Rabbit. You just got back to reality.
Gosh, Amon is so tall. Jeez.
Sore doesn't begin to cover it. Feels like I just spent 1,000 years in the universe's weirdest hot yoga class.
You aren't leaving my sight for another 1,000. Now rest. Moxie's orders.
Vault Hunter! And, assorted others. Was that massive deorbiting event you're doing?
Do you speak of the moon chunk that just landed? Even in death, Callus wished to rage against the Timekeeper.
Well, in making her exit, Callus may have blasted you an entrance to the city. If you want to reach the Timekeeper, strike now. Go to the breach in the city walls before the Order can patch it.
Vault Hunter, we'll stay with Lilith. Gotta get her back on steady legs. Have fun in the big city for us.
And if you need backup, you know who to call. Amara. I really need a nap.
Skip Simulator 2 hasn't released their documentation for their in-editor Lua scripting yet.
So much.
But I wanted to use Lua scripting for the competition, so I decided to use it without documentation by decompiling the game and looking at the Lua implementation to find out what functions and stuff exists.
Where would we be without you?
That sounds like a lot.
I missed you guys.
Oh, and we've missed you.
Gonna go to
too,
sleep. Have a
sugar.
good time with Borderlands. Thank you, thank you.
Been saving a
I hope my
buck.
vacation recap was interesting.
Better not.
And I will have fun with Borderlands.
I'm already nursing
Like
a
I said, I
multi-dimensional
just
terror.
want to finish it, then it'll be off my mind. Then I can go watch all this Eruption Fang videos and stuff. I guess there's only a few, but...
Seems like anyone who could pour a half-decent drink on his rock was crushed by the feckin' moonfall. That's an uncornered market right there. Moxie saw a spot within stumbling distance of Pratt City or whatever they call it. Wouldn't mind having a sanctuary of his own again.
There's another echo log just right here. Oh, through the wall, I guess. Okay, so more of the bar is opened up.
Oh, sugar. You want to know why I really tagged along? Well, first off, once a Crimson Raider, always a Crimson Raider. I'm ride or die, baby. And I do love a good ride. But between you and me, a little birdie on Promethea whispered in my ear about a rather substantial debt we all owed. And let's just say, this one wasn't the kind you settle with a check. No, this called for a more personal touch. And honey, have I been more than generous? I've carved out a little slice of paradise for the lost and weary by way of my bar. I've stimulated the populace and economy with some rather enticing distractions. And the tales I've spun of life beyond this rock, well, they've left the locals thirsty for more. So you see, sugar, every day I'm doing my part to shine bright and light the way for the people of Kairos.
Oh yeah, now let's actually go into the city. That's the hole in the wall? Like where exactly? Well, yeah, no, let's do the dumb idea here of...
I soar upon metal wings!
and then immediately get stuck on some stuff. Good job there. And just take a bunch of people with me. Okay. This is probably why we need to use the navigation there. Although, can I get out to that rock? That's the question. I mean, I just immediately illustrated it myself why I need to use the navigation and not just go directly towards the thing. But now the question is... Yeah, I was gonna say I could get out here, and is there anything to see here? No. There's just straight up nothing here. I saw the little light there and was like, maybe? This doesn't happen to say. No. There's just straight up nothing here. Cool that you can get here, though. Now, how do I get back? This way. It just seems so suspicious that I can get out to that rock and there is a way to get back.
Fight dirty. I might learn.
Okay, yeah, so you guys are no, you guys are under my level. I do wonder if I'm messing up the, leveling. You guys are kind of under my level here. Okay, off to... Yeah, I was definitely surprised to... Well, okay, I'm saying it as if somebody was watching the stream last time I did Borderlands, and I'm like, I think that was just Brainoid left the stream on mute. While I played the game. Oh, and I guess the other viewer would have been me. So yes, everybody does scatter when I play Borderlands. That's fine. Now, funny that I found the vault, but haven't found any of the vault fragments. You guys are under my level at this point. I'm not gonna worry about... Okay, do this. That's why. You just said I can't find a path. What do you mean you can't find a path? Okay, because it can't find the end point, it's not letting me look at anything else. This feels like I turned the wrong way. The fact that it sounds like an echo log trying to permanently activate.
The one who caused the cataclysm?
Indeed, her time in the phase dimension was quite taxing. She will need to rest.
Yes. I've been poring through Vile Lictor's rather harrowing research logs. Exposure to non-linear time is harmful to the human psyche. Lilith has seen things that...
Other way.
no one is supposed to see.
Let us hope she does not turn mad like RJ.
Sirens do have a natural bond with the phase that RJ lacks. I hope that will be enough to preserve her.
Well, and I had kind of assumed that when she was face walking in the first game that was This feels like I've already been here. Which is why it's open. Or not. Oh, unless this is a mine to explore. I said I was gonna do... Every time I say, this is the thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do more story. I proceed to not do it. I'm gonna do game and then proceed to recap the vacation instead. I'm gonna... This is why I don't say what I'm doing. Because I proceed to not do it. Why is this empty? This is... Am I actually supposed to explore this mine, or did I already do so? Okay, yeah, this is creeps. Which I like the creeps, because they're different. They're different than the other enemies. It'll be really interesting to see how this game evolves in terms of its, I guess, live service stuff. Well, updates and stuff. It's because they had the Halloween event, and that Halloween event is apparently a bunch of nothing. Which I guess I would have noticed. No, because they typically do it until like November and stuff. I mean, but at least Borderlands 3 had a cool Halloween event. From what I've heard, this one is a whole bunch of nothing. Okay, see, these are feeling a little overlapped. Which maybe it's the area I wandered into, or is it just... Hey, it's because it's past 8 o'clock. Here I did a whole stream of here's my vacation, and then I proceed to then just tune out and fall asleep. And well, again, it's always there's always some amount of yapping happening from the characters, so that if I wanted to do my own yapping, which I already did, I did 2 hours of yapping about my vacation. I think I'm good. We're done. We're just gonna stare at his face now. Just cough a bunch instead. I missed. Dagnabbit. Okay, there's no reason to be here and killing these random creeps and doing the... Nah, I haven't been here. It's a plenty good reason to explore. I just said I was gonna do more story, though. It's just small detour. It's fine. I like caves too much. And this... The way it's lit... Like, yeah, there's too much lighting, but... It does feel like a cave in a lot of regards. Okay, see, these skeletons don't look like creeps, so I guess these creeps don't get that big. Yeah, that's why I keep pushing the... Well, it's one of those weird things of, like, I will level up faster by killing harder to kill stuff. But also that... This harder to kill stuff is really not seeming to be that hard to kill. A lesson in how I can't shoot things very well. I was gonna say, not everybody's dead. Where's all of the attacks here? Yeah, I knew it. I was like, I could survive a hit from my own gun, right? No, I can't. Don't shoot yourself with your own gun. Yeah, but as I've discussed with the kidney stone thing, I do like to hurt myself. I was kind of hoping that that was the thing I would grow out of. That was more like a teenager thing of like, I just want to hurt myself, but nah, apparently it's gonna last into adulthood and just be, I guess, more nuanced. Yeah, I do wonder if it's somewhat like a sense of control or something too. It's just like, well, if I can survive hurting myself, I feel like I'm in control. But maybe exercising control to not hurt yourself is the stronger of the two options. I mean, I love the fact that there's a few different spots where they actually force you to crouch. Like, that's cool. They mess with the level design enough to force you to crouch. Okay, so have I done this before? Because that little pocket's looking familiar. This is looking familiar. This was just that one boss that somebody done blowed up with the, that one gun, right? Okay, so of all the random things I decided to wander into... No, I haven't fought this. This just looks familiar. Okay, no, I haven't fought you. Are you a fire guy? Should I be using fire weapons or should I be using the cryo? Well, and that's why I like having both. And like the idea of it kinda, because that was the capstone. The capstone is just like, oh, it's shock now or it's fire now, and I'm like, I like having the dual elements though. And I don't really want to lose that. Okay, so do I have some, like, philosophical rant I could go on about? Not really, it's mostly just complaining about me and my own poor decisions in my life. Well, I think it helps. I'm just trying to think of Northernland. when Northern Line comes up with some random crazy bit, and it's like, I feel like it's partially inspired by something somebody said in chat, and not just coming off of the top of his own brain, but it might also be just coming off the top of his own brain. Are you kidding me? Are we really gonna kill me right before the boss dies? Are those things I can kill, or... Okay, maybe we try cryo instead. See if that does better for me. This is a little more interesting to me than just somebody abusing the, whatever, mechanic to spawn, like, a ton of stuff. Ooh. Ooh, and it's order? Okay, the fact that it shakes the entire screen, could you not? Is it 2 legendaries? Dang, dude. And here I am looking at a purple going, Ah, no, it's still an order sniper, though, and I do like an order sniper. So, is the rest of this any good? I don't care about machine guns, I don't care about pistols. I'm good. I'm good. Another order one, and it's got torque stickies. Oh, stickies. Wait. It's amazing. Wow, everything's an upgrade? I kill one, and this is not even the legendaries. Okay, that's not an upgrade. An armor shield utility. When the shield is empty, grants 20% gun handling and movement speed. Shield is active, 30% chance to reflect projectiles. Huh. Not the most interesting, but... Lubed roach. Shoots eggs that hatch flying roaches when attached to flesh, living or dead. Crazy. Oh, and there's still a chest to go get here, too. That wasn't, like, the dedicated drop or anything for this, was it? That's so much nothing. Gee, thanks. Okay, now we're gonna go do more story stuff. I'm not lying. I'm gonna go do more story stuff. That didn't take me out of here, did it? That just took me back to the boss. I did actually want to just leave. This doesn't get me to leave, does it? I don't want to fight the boss again. Okay, wait. So if I don't do the Moxie's Encore, it's not gonna respawn it. And then I can not do the purple and then just actually leave. 2 legendaries couldn't be me. I'm quite surprised too. Like I thought they toned down the legendary drop rate, but it just decided, yeah, here's 2 legendaries. Okay. Okay, there we go. This is the way I saw to get out of here. And then did I even fire the It's a pistol, though. I'm not super interested in the pistol right now. I could fire it, though. It's just because it looked like it said low damage, and also... Oh, it's a Torg, though. Technically. Oh, it's a sticky Torg. I'm not a Torg sticky kind of guy. How the fluffin' heck do you get out of here? This is the right way to go, right? I just thought it'd be a little easier to do. Yes, no, maybe so. No, I looped. I looped my way back into here, didn't I? Okay. Maybe we just teleport out? If I'm confused and lost. How are you supposed to get over there? Okay, that was... I need to go back out the way I came, and I'm going deeper into here. every time something feels funny, I'm just like, oh no, my kidney's exploding and I'm dying. And I just keep having things that feel funny. And it's like, well, you're also sitting all cramped and smashed into a seat. That might also affect things. Well, maybe I will learn my lesson to treat myself better and do actually solve problems. I say that, but I had a kidney stone that I also didn't deal with immediately, and then I had a second kidney stone that I also didn't deal with immediately. It's like, how stupid are you? The answer is very. Well, and like I said, I think there's some level of self-sabotage that I'm also interested in doing for some reason. Why did you not? There we go. I'm done with this place. I would like to leave and try firing this gun to see what it does. Because it said it also needed to be embedded into flesh. And when you're just shooting a wall, most walls are not made out of flesh. Okay. Go down the road and hopefully there's a turnoff somewhere to get you into the hole in the wall. Yeah, okay, now it feels like I got the runny nose thing going again. I just got over a cold while I was on vacation. Why does it feel like it came back? Because I'm immunocompromised because I screwed up my kidney. That's not... I guess it could be a possibility, but... It's just every waking thought now is just... Wow, there's some interesting looking places here. I just want to push the story along so then I can feel like I've finished the game. Even if I am going to go back and do all the side content and stuff too. Man, I am kind of glad that I did continue to work on a game, but boy, there's a part of me that just wishes...
Sandra, I believe I see a way into the city. What should I expect once I access it?
Well, the timekeeper named his
There's a part of me that would have really enjoyed playing through all the Borderlands games this year.
I haven't been back in ages, but he keeps it closed tightly. The Order will be in a tizzy over your moonfall.
Callus hurled this drop.
Oh, is this the space elevator or something?
If I didn't know her better, I would be touched.
Wait, is this actually the way to get into the city? Is to go through the ship? Yeah, Carcadia District. Okay. That's funny. They slammed the ship entirely through the wall to get into the city. Oh, I guess this does also give you the sense of... Now you get to come out of a cave into the grandeur of... Okay, maybe not the grandeur, into the hole that is...
Such destruction. Good job, boss. I've got a grenade for you.
Oh, it said flesh. And then I proceed to use the wrong gun on the, not a flesh target. I'm assuming it means anything that is actually, like, a red health bar, not anything with a health bar. They do a really good job with these destroyed environments. I do like wandering around this,
You're here.
destroyed stuff.
As soon as I felt the ground shake, I knew it wouldn't be long. Isn't that all? There's something so chaotic could be so predictable. You may begin predicting my fist down your throat. That right there. Oh, you pride yourself on your free will. Yet every time I jab a nerve, you lash out the very same way. And now
That's always the thing, though. It's like, did he... It sounds like he very much had a plan. Well, especially if we're in his playground.
Our old electy prancing grounds. You'll want a base of operations as you gallivant about. In my order days, I kept a penthouse nearby.
Levine, that was her name. I don't know why I forgot it.
I am much obliged.
Anything for the Crimson Resistance, darling. Sending the coordinates now.
Go to the safe house. Oh, below me, over here. Huh. Boy, is this... I was like, at some point we're gonna get into the absolute, like, fanciness of the city, right? They're really doing the juxtaposition here of look at all of this destruction and chaos, and now you can punch into the city.
You are now the first new person to enter the city since the cataclysm.
You will not stop me without a faith of your own.
I was defaulting to the same. There we go. It's like the frost axe. Probably gonna be better for the. As there's so much shield and armor. I don't know that this is the build I have. This for the shield and armor enemies. Also, as much as it looks like the. Okay, I am running low on health here, but I guess yellow means I still have. It's once it hits red, then it's like okay, that's a little too much, isn't it? I do want to look up what the enemy variety is for this game because it does feel less. It does feel like there's less variety, which is also a real big bummer because it's the biggest world they've done too. So if there is, in fact, less variety, real shame. That was the wrong thing for the wrong person. That was my best frenemy. That's a fairly fun line. I still think stuff like, my chili recipe dies with me is a pretty dang good line from the first one. Finally, I'm dead on the outside, too! That's also fantastic. Come out, little one, time to die. Not as much for Borderlands 2. Ah, drop your gear, I'll let you go. Okay, yeah, no, there's... Oh, some... Wait. This is inside the city? I just realized that this still doesn't look like super fancy. I keep expecting... They were saying the Electi Stomping Grounds. But to me, it sounds like it should be fancy AF. And this is not. Bunch of cratch? Seems kinda ratchet. Right? Is ratch... Wasn't that like a word for like... Kinda junky? And also... Yeah, like ratchet. I feel like ratchet was a word for like... Kinda junky. I guess I am on the edge of the...
Radioactivity is a natural process.
I was gonna say, that makes it sound like it's right there. As much as I... there we go. I was like... as much as I keep eyeballing the void here and jumping down to this... sounds like it's right in this thing here. Oh, there was a ladder right there anyway. So, here? Can you go around? Ah, you can go around. Aha, over to here. I did hear it. I did understand it. Are you... Well, you got the green like it's interactable. I guess that's interactable later, maybe? Okay, there was also another thing to go grab. Behind me. But it's also not on my map? Okay, I was like, it should have been... Should be close enough to it.
Citizens caught gossiping about the rise of unbolted citizens will be taken on a night tour of the nearest restricted zone.
Where's the thing exactly? You say I'm right on it. But you also don't say up or down. Is that an invulnerability orb? Okay, I think I might just continue to go grab random stuff. No. Eventually, I will go do all the side content stuff. Oh, there's people. This is not what I was expecting out of this place. I thought this place was going to be much more fancy, but I guess maybe I gotta punch through this underbelly to get to the fancy stuff. Okay, now it gives me the line. And a side quest over there, too.
One more note. The timekeeper has jammed all personal vehicle digistruction within the city. Something about traffic being too disorderly. You'll be staying on foot then.
You seem new. Okay, you're just another version of the suicide enemy, I guess.
Without soul, you could never succeed.
Okay.
We are not alone in breaching the city. The strippers appear to be irritating the Order greatly.
Good. Let them deal with the lunatics for once. The safe house should be just ahead.
Okay, well, I guess I'll let them deal with the lunatics for once. Go to the safe house, which should be just ahead. Oh, and then I can teleport into here.
You know the procedure, I suspect.
I do know the procedure.
Find the data pads and crack the console. Thank you, Levine.
My pleasure. Give the timekeeper hell for us. Vault Hunter, I've reached a momentous decision. I'm going to meet you in the city.
That does seem like a momentous decision. Oh my goodness.
Where I can hide from his eyes, and assistants still willing to help. I need to see what he's done to the city we built together.
More obstacles fall before my righteous west.
Didn't take down the turret? I always expect those to be, like, have less health than they do. I do so much damage to myself. I was gonna say, that is very unfortunate timing, but it worked out. Okay, and let's remember to hit the clip button. Hey, and it works still. Cool. Oh, the data pad up there, I suppose. Grapple? Oh, that? Oh, through the face there. I would not have expected that. I'm glad the grapple told me that. It's probably why the level design was like that, so that you could understand, yes, you can grapple through the hologram of the timekeeper's face. And maybe that's also just to say that his power is an illusion, too. You can just see, you just go straight through.
This place was yours. The decor is reminiscent of a pirate dockyard.
Dockyard chic was all the rage, darling. It'll come back into fashion eventually, but the penthouse should suit your needs as a foothold in the city.
It is nice to have multiple golden chests. I'm so used to the, like, each game has the one golden chest.
So odd being back. Come, let's talk.
Wow, she just immediately showed up. That's not what I meant. That's what I meant. Item of the day. Let's go junk you. And we're just gonna mark you as bank. And bank. Yeah, for now, we're just gonna do legendaries. We're just gonna go as a collector's item. Maybe one day they'll get better and more powerful. Didn't I mark some snipers as... Oh, or did I might have picked up a sniper and then said, oh, the next one is even better. This chair is even more comfortable. Wait, it's not the chairs that are comfortable. It's my ass. I have the most comfortable ass in the world. Okay. I'll quote a random thing that nobody will know or understand. That seems like fun. Yeah, I feel like some of those original side-eye Nappy shorts were some of their best. Well, I don't know. I guess they did. It took them a while to evolve to the point of whatchamacallit. The barbershop quartet. Wow, is everything better than that roach? Ooh, an order pistol, though. I can see why I haven't been using pistols. No, I started the game using pistols, though. Okay, and then I'll leave the assault rifle till later.
You're welcome. Whatever I did.
Bank? Wait, I can just hit send to bank, right? Nope, let's do inventory. Backpack? Send items to bank. There we go. Okay, at some point I'm gonna have to clean up all those class mods I don't need. So many blue class mods or whatever. Let's see if there is any upgrades here, right? Compare. Okay, we're not. Gun damage, shotgun damage, Torg license parts. I could get rid of these blues here too. Yeah, because these just don't seem like they're better. It's TDR, 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 TDR. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna get rid of the blues. That'll help clear this out. I haven't been switching between stuff beyond that one Torg. Okay. But that'll give me options if I actually do ever switch to a different gun. Of which, I could do this sniper rifle. So, is there... yeah, okay. Order, license parts, gun crit, gun splash, and assault rifle. So the order license parts gain accuracy and burst fire speed. Comes with order license parts slowly refilled from reserve ammo while held. Sniper crit increased. Pistol status, sniper rifle status effect chance. I don't know that there really is going to be a sniper status effect. But then I can just keep firing that sniper rifle. Oh, gun damage, shotgun damage. That was why I was keeping those around. Sniper rifle damage, though. Okay. Well, then we do some sniping. I've got this to make a better sniper.
Look at you with a new pied-à-terre. But how the city has changed.
With all the Timekeeper's speeches about order, I expected his city to be more tidy.
It was when I left. This is all so unsettling. For the Timekeeper to abandon his plans should be impossible. How could he let the city deteriorate like this?
Do not fret over such details. All that matters is his destruction.
I know you want to take the fight straight to him, but there are innocents across Dominion who also need your aid. I need to see more. I'll set out for my lab after I've taken all this in. Whenever you're ready, head toward the Terminus District. That's where we can begin our assault on the Timekeeper's Ascension Tower.
Had a feeling you'd be back.
It's so sad.
Oh, okay, and it was automatically
The
taking me to the
Dominion
next
we
door.
created was as beautiful as it was severe. Now severity is all that's left. Every day we took a walk together, the Timekeeper and I. Tens of thousands of them, along the lattice atop the Ascension. Dominion seemed so serene, so peaceful. All lies, I told myself, I suppose. The seductions of beauty.
I do like her as a character. She's a good addition. Does feel like she's filling the Tanis slot a little bit. Also, they're not going to explain any of the other sirens that left or anything, are they? Just feels like a bit of a bummer. Oh yeah, you can only walk through here anyway. Wait, what does it say if you try to... car? Oops, daisies. There we go. It just can't summon.
Maybe this ripper will surprise me.
Okay, I guess I gotta do full charge. Full charge headshot? Okay, full charge headshot seems to be the idea. With the sniper. Which would make sense. Reminding me a bit of the,
I am headed for the Timekeeper's Ascension.
Electricity.
It's like the closer I get, the more ruin I find.
This level of disorder is so unlike him. Is he changing? If that's possible, maybe I can convince him to free Kairos. Maybe this doesn't end with a bullet.
A peaceful solution feels quite unlikely. He has been extremely disagreeable.
I didn't say it's probable. The Timekeeper loves absolutes, but nothing in life is perfect and orderly. Hell, it's theoretically possible to break his bolt control by willpower alone. Just because he's rigid doesn't mean he can't change.
Who exploded? Who exploded with all this iridium behind me? I totally missed that, whatever it was. Yeah, interesting. I was not expecting such a destroyed city. Is it just this corner, or is it literally all of Dominion is in fact destroyed? Okay, wait, if you do fire, I guess we'll do... You're immune? You're immune to both. You're just immune to... Guess you're not immune to regular damage. There we go. Yeah, okay, and I still am a little under-leveled, so a 35 badass I can... Well, and I think it's partially the, like, kill skills and stuff, too. I keep wanting to shoot it in the face or in the jaw, like a skag here. Wow, this is really not what I expected out of this city. This is very destroyed and ramshackle. It's what I expected out of a Borderlands game, but not out of... I don't know. I was almost excited about finding a very clean, neat, orderly place. But maybe further in or something. I don't know. Invisible. Oh, and it's 9 o'clock. I should think about going to bed because I keep thinking, I'm like, oh, I don't gotta drive to work tomorrow. But I mean, I do gotta drive to go vote and stuff, and it's not like it's the weekend. Well, and it's the coughing and the sneezing and the like feeling kind of sick. Are you gonna stop burning at some point, or no? I guess not. It's just looking like some kind of side quest or something. So where am I supposed to be going? This way? Oh, duh. This way, okay. Where we're going, we don't need elevators. This is looking a little more orderly. As you shout that at a robot? I don't know that the robot's really gonna care that much.
I've reached this ascension.
Oh, you'll know. It's quite the spectacle. The sole path to the Timekeeper and his vault. I helped the Timekeeper design it, back when I believed the Order aimed to help humanity, not just control it. Feels like a lifetime ago. Or I suppose for you, it was about 15 lifetimes ago.
Okay, maybe this is just the more destroyed part of this. No, this is looking pretty destroyed here, too.
I will extinguish all your ungrateful meager souls to maintain order. Yeah! Regain your senses now before I kill you!
Oh, it didn't blow both of you. I was kind of hoping it would hit both. That's a bummer. I am still a little under leveled though, right? Yeah. And I'm still killing you guys just fine. Oh yeah, and it's 9 o'clock. I need to be going to bed. I was aiming for the guy behind, but that's okay.
The enemies that oppose you call themselves free. Yet they are bound in the chains of chance, slaves, and the tides of cruel chaos.
Became distracted. Didn't even know we could do that. I was like, are you just responding to Pagorli's trying to duel from like forever ago?
I wish you lasted longer.
I did it way too soon. Okay, yeah, I should think about going to bed. I'm tired. I'm feeling kind of weird and funky.
To 1,000 eyes peering from every window, down the barrel of every soldier's gun. Enjoying yourself in my city? The hospitality is lacking, but I am making up for it. Winter done. You're kicking sand in the playground. Nowhere to find me.
Why so much ice? That's just... I need to take a second to read some of these like extra things that they're doing. Because some of these are not really what I'm expecting. Okay. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. At 9:15 in 8 minutes. No, because I gotta brush my teeth. And all that other stuff. Oh, and if I do a raid... I ain't doing a raid. Nobody's here. Everybody scatters when I play Borderlands, which is fine. That's not what my content is typically about. Well, I say everybody. It's just there's 3 people still hanging around. Maybe. Although one of them is me, most likely. There's a good amount of NPCs hanging out. I'm like, there was a bunch of things I just fought.
You did not exaggerate, did you? This place has Ascension written all over it.
That's the way to the timekeeper. Go.
Yeah, but even this still has like moonfall chunks and stuff. I can't shoot anything? Oh, I'm out of ammo. Okay, I was like... I got it to the point where everything's so leveled that I can't shoot? No, I just ran out of ammo. Okay, it didn't pop up with the out of ammo. Is this not got like some vendors and stuff? This Ascension here? I was gonna say, there's a whole other section of the city to visit too. Okay, seeing how it said that there's so much more stuff to do, I guess I will stop sniping then. Oh, wait. Is there an SDU that I... or is there a few SDU stuff? Shotgun. I have not picked up the sniper one. Okay, I totally forgot about upgrading this stuff. Guess assault rifle then. Oh yeah, and I haven't cared about bank or lost loot. I totally forgot about those. Okay. Does that actually just give me some sniper ammo straight up or no? I doubt that. thank you again for yet another Bond 91. Why are all of these labeled as I didn't look at them? Okay, this feels like a good stopping point. This feels like a good... if my sniper's all out of ammo and everything. I wanted to do yet more sniping. Yeah, okay, and these are all level 37 and stuff. I know I watched somebody's review and they were like, oh, I just turn a street corner and then everybody's... Yeah, a lot more leveled than I am. And I'm like, no, that makes sense. This is the ascension to the final boss. This makes sense that it would be more leveled and harder and stuff. Okay. So, is there anybody here? And does anybody want to do a raid? Yeah, just quit the game. The answer is there may or may not be people here with which to do a raid. I guess I'm not as concerned about doing a raid now that I got the achievement. I got the achievement for doing enough raids. Ain't nobody playing Borderlands 4 anymore. There's people doing software and stuff. I don't know. I'm kind of ready for bed. I might just do that. Nobody's even responding to say whether they are here or not. I have been watching the devlogs here.
Let me see about. Alright, so we're gonna find dead and dead equals true. Move x move y equals 0. If dead equals.
You're not here. Have fun sleeping. Yeah, I say it as if I'm like chasing people off. Like, nobody's here. Look, I even got a response that told me that nobody's here. Confirmation that in fact nobody is here. Well, we'll go right over here. Like I said, I've been watching the devlogs here. Or the, I guess, subscribe. Or I did the free Patreon thing, so I do watch the occasional video of like, life keeps happening. I'm like, yeah, life keeps happening to me too, and it's not. Well, and I just keep not doing anything about it. Okay, but let's just go right over here. And then I can go to bed. Oh boy. Okay. No ads. Don't do ads in the next 30 seconds. Snooze them. Yeah, okay. Ads are snoozed for 5 minutes. 4 viewers. It said 3. There's 4 people here. Okay. And then hopefully tomorrow is going to be some more game development. But we'll see. I don't know. Life keeps happening. And it's like, here, have an oil change. You got to go do an oil change now. So, I don't know. I'll try to. I want to get back into game dev. We'll see if it happens. Okay, goodbye, good night. Thanks for stopping by. Have fun sleeping. Bye. Also, bye.
We'll go to. Oh shit, Gnomeable! Hello! How you doing, Gnomeable? Welcome in! What are you guys up to? Let me give you a shout out. No. Yeah, no, you're right. A lot of these jump scare me. Welcome in, Noble. How are you doing? What were you playing tonight or doing tonight? Borderlands, heck yeah. How's Borderlands? And what sends you my way? Welcome in, Raiders. For those who don't know me, I'm Solid Plasma. I'm an independent game developer and variety streamer. Mondays we do game dev on our indie game, which is known as Art Attack. And if you're okay, man, now my stream deck's trip involved, so that's fun. It's known as Art Attack, and if you're interested, you can check it out on Steam there. Oh, vacation. Oh, hell yeah, that's awesome. Borderlands 4 good. But we are also, I also announced this today. I'm gonna be hosting a game jam. So if we got any devs in here who are interested, check that out a little bit. Raise money for a good cause. But welcome in. We are currently working on the boss fight for the game we're making, which is cool. And I've heard that it's decent. I've heard from a few people that it's decent actually. So that's awesome. And also I'm gonna catch up with I like XP encoder to enabled for navigation. Okay, encode editor 2. Let me see. File. It's gonna save me so much time, I'm sure. Enabled, of course. Top for navigation. Enable. Yeah. Okay. So runtime feed file from the code editor 2 beta. Enabled. Open asset. Top for navigation orientation. Aha. Added lines to document. Show documents. Show documents in the same view. Show white space. Okay, braces. I'm not seeing that unless I'm scrolling over it. Show sticky handles for statements. Kind of wish it would stop autofilling. I'm gonna have to do that. Show all documents in single view. At the bottom, oh man. Oh no, I hear you, Noble. Game dev takes a lot out of you. And streaming in general can take a lot out of you, but I appreciate you. You already have on the bottom. Okay, on the bottom. Okay, okay.